Hello, hello, hello. It is another Saturday afternoon. The time is 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The boys are back. We're -1, but he should be in shortly. That's Mr. Roberto. But we got the two usual individuals in the house today. That would be Anzo of Bigger 40 Entertainment and Chris Knight of the Real Review 3000. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing good. What's up, Donnie boy?
Hey, man. Ready to rock and
Doing
roll.
good.
Just saw the Batman and the Black Adam trailer. I'm
Oh,
definitely
that's fire.
I'm gonna do something on that later on tonight, probably tomorrow. Not sure yet, but I'm gonna do something. Um, Today, NFL, NBA landscape is crazy as usual. I pulled 6 topics that I thought was very interesting, and hopefully you feel the same one. First one we're gonna dive into is NBA, and of course, right now it is Mr. Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets and Kevin Durant, who I think is the leader of the Brooklyn Nets. Durant says in a recent interview, and I'm paraphrasing that, basically the show must go on, that they've been trying to get Kyrie Irving to take the vaccination all summer into last week. They kind of came to a fever pitch and to a head, and pretty much the organization said, look, because of the restrictions and the mandates in New York, certain venues have to be vaccinated. If you don't go into compliance, the NBA said pretty much all the home games, which is roughly about 40 home games a year, he's not going to get paid. And I think per Stephen
Mhm.
A. Smith, he makes about $450,000 a game. So you multiply $450,000 times 40 games, which is half the season. That comes out roughly to $18 million. The question is, how do you feel about that? Should Kyrie stick to his guns and his principles and lose that money, or does he? Do you feel like he's let the team down, or what are your feelings, one way or the other, on it? Kevin Durant, who I said is the captain, and I think one of the best player out of the 3 stars they have, him, Kyrie Irving, and of course James Harden. Kevin Durant and James Harden pretty much saying, look, you try to talk to him, but Kyrie is an individual that once his mind is made up, he pretty much is a done deal. So is he letting the team down, or is he correct in standing on his morals? Whoever wants to start.
Um, I said it before. I understand his morals, but I also believe he is letting his team down, hands down. Like I said, Kevin Durant and Kyrie, they both teamed up so that they could do this together, but he he didn't take the vax, so now you're missing a major piece to winning a championship. So I 100% think he's letting the team down. But again, I understand his stance. So
Well, I'm the same way. I understand it. I understand why. That's not the question here. It's just like anything else. You got people out there that are required to take it now. And I know the team's not saying you have to, but that's kind of the thing. If he wants to be there for the reason he said he should be there, or he wants to be there, then he needs to do it. But I think the team could put a little pressure on him. They could probably say, here, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put your money for these 40 games into this account. It's going to sit there. And until you get vaccinated, we're going to take that money out. That way they're not withholding his pay. All they're doing is every game you are not vaccinated, then we take money out. That kind of, when you watch your money kind of go away, it's there. Hey, look, it's here for you. And then start taking it away as he doesn't follow the rules. That's a little more of a nudge to do something. But I mean, I understand why, but yeah, he is letting his team down. You just got to do what you got to do, man. And they went there to win a championship. And if they don't win it, and he's not part of that team because of this, what's going to get said then? That's the big thing.
I'm gonna tell you what I would do to motivate him if it was me. I would find out the least favorite organization that he hates, and I would donate his money towards it. I would send it to a LeBron James Foundation. In Celtics, every game he don't play, that money would go towards that foundation. He gets sick of that shit. As about the second or third game, he gets sick of that. So that's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I feel you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that one.
But you're right.
Yeah.
Hey, that motivation, man. When you see $18 million of your money going to some place that you can't stand,
For real. As somebody you can't stand, you know what I
no,
mean?
no, dog. Go ahead and give me the shot. I'll do it.
But he honestly though, I don't know. I just think you bite it. You know what I mean? You have a bigger goal, which is to win a championship. So you bite that bullet and you take the shot.
Flash. I hear what you're saying, bro. They might be can win the East without them, but if LeBron James and the unibrow and Westbrook are all clicking and Rondo, that's gonna be hard to win 7 games, bro. Without
Facts.
all 3 of them players. I'm just saying. I don't want to go in there. If I know I'm going against the Lakers, I want my whole squad. And Kyrie is a problem, bro. When Kyrie is playing and he's clicking and his man is in the game, he is a problem.
Facts.
So I'm just saying they could beat them. They could definitely win the East without them, I think. Because right now the Sixers in such turmoil, and I think that's and everybody's sleeping on the Bucks, man. But don't sleep on the Bucks.
I agree.
I mean,
Bucks.
Again,
Yeah,
like I said, you're sorry. Probably gonna robot here. You went there for a reason, and that was to win a championship. And now you're gonna let this be the reason why you might not get that. And then, like I said, your team was probably. I mean, the Nets and the fans were all like, "Yeah, all right, we got these guys there. This is great. We're the strongest damn team in the league right now." And now you're looking at it going like, well, wait a minute. If we don't have him, it's not as certain of a thing. And then if you don't win it, they're not going to. I mean, people are going to be mad at him. He's going to have to take the brunt of the criticism because shoulda, coulda, woulda. Might have happened, may not have happened. You don't know because he made a choice. And again, you have a right to make that choice. I don't want to ever get into that discussion. Again, we've talked about this on our other shows. Anzo doesn't have it. Danny and I do. That was a choice. We all made that choice, and it's fine. But when you work for an employer, and that employer basically says you have to do it, well, I'm trying to figure out why all these people are quitting their jobs because they don't want to get the jab. Okay, fine, I understand that, but where are you going to go? What are you going to do to work? It's the same thing here. Dude, your job is NBA. That is what you do. That is what you're known for. Sit down, do it. I mean, if nothing else, you're an example. Hey, look, and you hear a lot of people say after they've got it done, they say, I thought it was worse than what it was or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. The second shot for like Moderna sucked a ton, but nothing happened. Now I'm protected to a certain extent. I mean, it's a virus. It's all that stuff. You're not 100%. Shit happens, whatever. But man, it just stuck to. It really stuck that he has to be put in that position. But just do it. Be a part of your team. Show your team, hey, I'm looking at the bigger picture here.
I agree. There is a bigger picture that needs to be taken care of. And especially, like I said, had he had not talked to Kevin Durant and decided to team up and all that stuff, then I would say, you know what? Okay, I get it, right? You don't want to do it. But you literally got together with this guy and said, listen, this is what we're going to do so that we can beat LeBron James. You know what I mean? And now it's like, oh, well, I'm not taking it. I could care less.
See, that's the thing right there. You're very right there. If it was just you and you made that decision, I ain't gonna do it. No, you brought you made it a deal with people to come there together to say, hey, we're gonna team up and we're gonna take this thing over. And we want LeBron. We want LeBron on the throne with a stake through his head if you're on but when you do that, again, now it's more than just you. You have to think about, hey, I made this guy come here. Well, what if that guy looks now and says, well, hell, if I'd known he had to there, where would I could have gone somewhere else,
Yeah. I'm sorry to step away. What exactly were y'all talking about?
What do you mean?
I said I stepped away briefly. What exactly were y'all talking about just now?
Well, Anzo brought up the fact that Kyrie brought in Durant.
So, Roberto.
Sorry. What's up, guys?
And then by doing so, with him being tied together because they made a deal, hey, let's go there and let's try to win a championship and beat LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not just about you. It's not just you. You made a move to get somebody else to come with you. And by doing so, now you're being selfish and saying, "I'll screw that. I don't care."
Exactly. You're not holding up his end of the bargain.
That's the bigger problem there. If it was just him, if there was no deal, he was there or he went there by himself, that's a little different. No, you told people, hey, let's go here and let's make a team that can win a championship. And now you're the one going like, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Roberto, the question was, damn, let me pull it back up. Kevin Durant pretty much said the show must go on because Kyrie Irving is refusing at this point to take the vaccine for whatever reasons. He doesn't feel safe about the science behind it. And they were asking Kevin Durant and God, I can't think of the guy's name.
Harden?
Yeah, James Harden. How are they feeling about it? And basically Kevin Durant said like he wished Kyrie would play, but he understands that once Kyrie makes up his mind, it's very hard to change. So we were just saying, is Kyrie right on his feelings and his standpoint on it, or do he feel like he's kind of letting the team down? And then Anzo and Chris were both saying that Kyrie kind of put this team together, and now when they got a legitimate chance of making a run at a championship because of his reasons, which seems to be a bit selfish, some people are saying, it's kind of messing up, and he's kind of going back on his word. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, personally, if Durant and Harden think that, he's entitled to make a decision whether he should get this shot or not, then those guys shouldn't feel any way, because when he decided to so-called put this team together, COVID was not in the mix. None of this stuff was mentioned that there's a clause if a pandemic comes about, we might reconsider whether my decision was good. No one knew this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So for people to even question it, it's questionable on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but one of the things too that I didn't mention is that the NBA is kind of siding with New York, the New York mandates, and they have decreed that for every home game he misses, which is about 40, we got counted, maybe a little bit more since he played in New York, 40 between 40 45
games,
somewhere in there.
Okay.
So he makes about $450,000 a game. You multiply that time 40, that comes out to $18 million. So I said what I would do if I was a GM, for every game he didn't play, I would donate his salary to a charity that he could not stand.
Mm-hmm.
The first check would go to the LeBron James Foundation.
Yeah,
Second that would go to the Celtics.
I would agree.
After seeing your money go to organizations that you can't stand, that might motivate you to go ahead and take that vaccination. It's kind of drastic, but I mean, you pay this man millions of dollars, and right now you're wasting your money. So if I feel like I'm wasting my money, then I think it's only fair that I waste your money.
But like I said before, if he's not complaining on the fact that he's losing out on this money and complaining that, New York State is turning on him, or just complaining in general, if he just doesn't want to take the shot and he's willing to lose that money, then that man should be able to do it in peace. His character shouldn't be scrutinized because he's not following the path of everybody else. We were once in that boat too, and Ansel's still in that boat. As long as he tells people he hasn't taken the shot, people are going to judge him. They're going to judge his intelligence. They're going to judge his ethics, his if he cares about his family, all kinds of stupidities, when they should just accept the fact that this man chose not to take a shot and life goes on. If something happens to him, we wish him the best, but we shouldn't be scrutinizing, saying Anzo's a bad father, Anzo's a stupid guy, Anzo doesn't know what he's doing because he chooses not to take the shot. It comes down to choice.
Yeah, I hear what you say, and I don't scrutinize Anzo at all. Hey, that's his. Now I would scrutinize Anzo if Anzo was making $18 million. Hey, dumbass,
So it's all about the greenbacks.
Dumbass, you might be want to go ahead and get that shot.
It's all about the greenbacks.
I'll be the first to tell you. I'll be the Anzo, man. What the hell? Come on, dog. $18 million.
But even more so than that, Danny. Even more so than him losing out on that money, he's ruining his credibility. Other teams are going to look at him and say, "Nah, Dredd, I don't care how much skills this guy have. He's cancer. He's poison. We don't want him here. We don't know if he's here or not. Is he going to commit? Is he down for the team? He's not a team-oriented guy. He's based on him because he did some stupid shit in the past. That shit's going to forever haunt him whenever he does something outside the ball."
Roberto, I'm always glad you come on the show because you always make me think of something better.
I'm glad I could do that for you, brother.
You do, bro, because that clip. Did you watch the video that Anzo did on that guy from I Wish or My Kind? I don't know what the name of the thing is. But the guy compared himself to R. Kelly.
No.
Do you happen to watch that?
No, I never showed it to him.
Okay. This cat
qualified for that.
We're gonna veer off. I got a bit on this. Man, the topic was fire.
Thank you.
This guy was saying that the reason R. Kelly got caught because he was famous, which is true. But the dumbass was doing some of the same character, and he couldn't get on that. He couldn't realize that the only reason why his ass is not getting caught because he ain't famous. When you're famous, it pushes you into a whole different stratosphere.
Facts.
That normal people don't even get looked at. It's kind of like 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago doing the civil rights, and black people really was just kind of ignored and stuff like a side thought until they actually were able to fight and scratch and claw to get where we at now. That's how famous people are and normal people like us. They don't see us. If you can get back stuff, but the dumbass don't realize by putting all this stuff on this kind of format that he's drawing attention to himself. And the fame he wants, it's kind of like on G.I. Jane. They're gonna give him what he wants, but he ain't gonna want what he get.
For real.
So he keep doing this stupid stuff. That was a very stupid idea. With stupid. I don't know whether it's true or not, because he could be just trying to play the algorithm. Like, I'm just gonna say this shit and do kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I read up on that algorithm shit.
Some people do that. Some channels do that. I don't know whether he's doing that because it's making him look like a complete ass.
Shit. My bad.
You got some serious something going on.
He had YouTube or something.
So Roberto doesn't know. It was this dude that did a video, right? And he was talking about. He looked like he's like in his 50s, bro, 40s, 50s, talking about even with 15, 16-year-old girls. I had to rip that video apart, man.
It was
no, you had every right. And like Danny and I said, it could be he's just trying to jump on this wave.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that in itself is just as disturbing as the thought of if that's how you are.
Yeah.
So I work in near North Kansas City. North Kansas City has one high school in that city, and it's like a city of like 3,000-4,000 people. But it's a part of the larger district, and a lot of people go there. But there's a lot of industrial stuff around there. So there's a lot of businesses, a lot of people working around there. And I was driving my friend around one day, and we were at lunch, and he starts checking out this girl and going, "Man, look at her." And I stopped and I said, "Hey, high school." And he says, "What?" I said, "High school." And he said, "What?" He said, "Open lunch. They have an open lunch. It's lunchtime at the high school." And I was trying to say, dude, the chick you're looking at is under 18. I guarantee it. And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like you got to stop and think. No, that's not what you do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
because I hate
and
going
so
out in
even
public.
play that, even play that game.
I hate going in public and see somebody, a female that's attractive. First thing comes to my mind is that a girl or a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Because I'd rather be woman. I'm not trying to look at no girl. Because that's
Facts.
how, and sometimes you can't tell.
Facts.
How I tell is I look at females' hands.
I could tell by the way they walk, Danny.
Women age in their hands.
sometimes
Women walk with grace. Girls walk like they gotta pee.
All right, really quick. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I look at their hands a lot. A lot of times women keep their hands well kept, nails and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Girls I have it like I don't care. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Either that or the shoes. You look at the shoes, Danny. If you see the girl in like little Nikes and shit and Jordans, it's probably a young girl.
Well, I see some shit women. We went on spandex looking gym pants. A lot of women wearing that shit now. But like,
then you got to watch how they walk in them Jordans.
Woo!
You know.
I was going to go back really quick to the Kyrie thing. I just wanted to say something because you're talking about motivation, way to motivate him to get it, dude. If it's a science that he's worried about or anything like that, you find people that he would listen to, and you just bring fact after fact. Say, listen, this is what we know about. This is what we can do. This is why it was this. You know, you try to give him as much information up front, because if he's the only one getting information and the team's not trying to help him get information, that's dangerous too. You got to make sure he's getting the right information from the right places, because we all know, and I'm going to say this on both sides, there's a lot of misinformation going on.
I agree.
Well, and you got to find somebody he trusts that's going to help him.
You got to find an organization he hates and start sending his money there. Because I guarantee if that's an NBA player and they said this money going to the Donald Trump fund, fuck no, it won't. He might get one of my checks, but that's about it. That's all the hell. He get one check, and I'm going to be taking that shot the next week. But anyway, question number 2. Williams talk too much. Now, I was trying to look at different topics to come up today, and I went to First Take to see what was the hot topic. And what really just pissed me off and started distracting me is they were trying to make points. It was him and Michael Irvin. And as Stephen A is making a point, she's talking and interjecting and stuff, and it's drowning out what he's saying. And the same thing with Michael. She's just the moderator. Does her talking distract you like it does me, or am I just?
Did she get a promotion since Sting is gone?
I don't think so.
It looks like it because she's interjecting quite a bit since he's gone. If you haven't noticed.
Oh my God.
Perhaps that was an issue too. Perhaps
that was my favorite show, and I don't know what's going on, but now I'm starting to see like it's like a bunch of fucking whining.
It's third on ESPN. It's third.
When you're a moderator, and I'm assuming she's still the moderator, and when you're a moderator, and you guys know this because we all run our shows that, you know, we have to do things. There's a level of it's almost like referees should do. Let the players play, let the speakers speak. There's a line that you have to kind of know, an imaginary line in your head. But when you're interjecting every 5 seconds, that breaks up the flow. A good conversation between two people, if it's always being interjected by somebody, it makes it really difficult to get the points that they're trying to make. So if you got two people having a spirited discussion about something, and you got one guy on one side, one guy on the other, but you got this third person in the middle that keeps stopping the flow of things, makes it really difficult, which is probably one of the reasons why the shows fell. Because before, it wasn't nearly as segmented as it is now. You're talking about one particular topic, and now you got this person that's like stopping that flow. It's like stoplights in Atlanta, man. You know, every 5 seconds, it's like, okay, let's go. Let's stop. And so that's what you're getting right now. She's got to, whatever her role is now on this show, she's got to figure out how to make it work better and flow better with the way they're doing things. She cannot be the one breaking up the flow of conversation as much as she is currently.
Stephen A. got rid of Max. He might have should have got a less aggressive moderator. I don't know whether she's
Maybe.
on there.
They've been
because-
together a long time, though.
I'm
No?
not trying to be superficial. She's an attractive lady. I don't know whether the ESPN covers their shows with attractive ladies. I haven't seen a unattractive one yet, but maybe she needs one that's less because I can't think of the lady that was before her, the black lady. What was her name? She went on to like Sports Center, but she wasn't as interjecting as Molly is. And if you listen to Skip and Shannon's moderator Jenny, she's not, and neither was the one before her that's on Cowherd now. She wasn't. So I don't know what it is. It's like Molly's trying to, I don't know, break into
I used
her.
to love that show, man. I'm telling you, honestly,
It's
I'm
crazy.
not really
man.
feeling it too much anymore because it might be because it's turning into the Dallas Cowboys show.
Oh yeah, on Mondays. That's all it's
Man,
gonna be.
Dallas. What Mondays? Monday, Tuesday.
No, but Monday is Michael Irvin. He's the
Michael
biggest-
Irving. Okay,
he's the
and then
biggest
Tuesday
Cowboys fan on the
is
planet.
Tuesday is what's his name? One who went off on Gruden, the receiver for Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin's Monday.
Michael Irvin.
Tuesday. Oh, you're talking Randy Moss.
Not Randy Moss.
Oh, who?
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn's another Dallas lover.
Yeah.
And then you got the big boy, the offensive lineman, who's always putting on his Dallas Cowboy hat on Wednesday.
Friday is Tim Tebow.
Yeah, so like the first 3 days of the week, all I'm hearing is Dallas, Dallas. This year, they actually deserve some talk. I can't take that away from them. I watched the game, and I have to respect the game for what it is. Yeah. Dallas is the best team in the East, regardless of what my background says.
I will say,
but for me to have to hear them all the time, Danny, I see your background too, brother.
Yeah, but two things I would say. As long as they keep that moniker of America's team,
up, you know you're a hater too, man.
As long as they keep that moniker of America's team, they're always going to get that spotlight, whatever it is. And then
why?
The thing is,
they haven't done nothing in 2 decades, man.
I'm going to use Stephen A's exact words. They got a cupcake schedule. They don't start playing people until after Thanksgiving. Then we'll see. Competition they got now, they got a very easy schedule. Very easy schedule. So
I just hope, because, you know, in all honesty, they're in the wrong division.
He usually
they are the most hated team in sports, and I love all sports. They're my most hated team.
I tell you this, Danny.
The most hated and the most loved. Because I'm telling you, you could go to fucking Timbuktu in Africa, and I guarantee you'll see a damn Dallas Cowboys shirt on one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, because someone threw in the garbage and ended up down there.
It's Dallas. Cowboy.
I tell you this though, Danny. The way Dak is playing, that's what's making it hard for me to pull the trigger on that trade. I look at it every day. I look at Roberto's roster, and I'm saying, should I make this damn trade? Should I make this damn trade? I don't want to make this trade, and I haven't done it yet.
I'm telling you, Chubbs, man. If I could trade for Chubbs, I might.
Chubb just hurt his ankle. He'll be back.
Yeah. Hopefully I get my receiver.
I want to see him do a full season of what he's doing, because I had him in my fantasy when he was killing all those points, and then boop, he disappeared.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm glad that I got Mahomes, but if Mahomes gets hurt, you know what I mean?
I think Dak's more likely to get hurt.
I had Mahomes, Russell, and Russell's gonna be out for like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep.
I gotta find another quarterback.
I'm just hoping there's a lot of damage being done above me. A lot of damage. Guys going down and then players feeling it. That's what I'm hoping for.
The reason
no way I'm climbing that chart.
I want you to beat that. I have nothing to lose, dude. Yeah, I want you to beat him. That's why I want to make the trade, because this guy tried to trick me into a trade, bro. You think I'm stupid, right? He want to give me Tyreek Hill for Mike Williams, and I'm like, wait a minute. Mike Williams is killing it right now.
Tyreek Hill pretty good though, bro.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill got me a lot of points last year.
Yes, but this year
he gets those big touchdowns.
Yes. But this year he's not doing that well. Kansas City.
Watch! I'm telling you, you should have took that trade, dog. I would have taken it, because Williams last year he sucked the bag. I had Williams. I got rid of him early. he was like once every 4 games he get 100 yards. Now he's killing it. I won't lie, but I would never pass on Tyreek Hill.
But you know what the difference is this year, and I've noticed it when I'm watching the games. Like the quarterback, he is looking for Williams on every single play. Every play he's looking for Williams. Williams is scoring me like, yeah, I think he had one bad game out of the 6 games so far, right? And I looked at Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill had 3 good games out of the 6. So I'm like, I'll take my chances on that one. I want a
Tyreek Hill
running
get
back.
4 touchdowns again?
When?
Like
In a
2
game?
weeks ago? Yeah.
Not that I've seen.
When Kansas City lost and then they came back and won that big game. I don't know who it is against, but Tyreek Hill went off.
I'll tell you.
70-yard touchdown, 60-yard touchdown. Them is big points, yo.
Yeah, but I don't need wide receivers. I will need a running back, and Williams is doing great for me right now. And then that's the case. So
Which
think
one? I
about.
thought you were talking about the receiver for the Chargers.
Yeah, Mike Williams. Yeah,
Okay.
he
You said
want.
running
He
back.
want. Oh, sorry. No, I said I need a running back.
Okay.
I need a running back. But what I'm saying is, he has Tyreek Hill, and I'm Mike Williams. Why do you want to trade Mike Williams for Tyreek Hill?
I think he's going on name recognition because there's some people when you hear their name, you're like, oh, that
Right. That's what he's thinking. He's thinking I'm going to be like, oh yeah, Tyreek Hill. No.
I don't know because you know what I'm thinking, Anzo?
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed last year, off the bat, when some of these star players don't start well, some guys look at a guy who's doing really well that no one picked up, and they say, you know what, this guy ain't doing nothing. I'm going to let him go, and I'll pick up that guy. And then the latter stage of the season, this guy comes back to being who he is. Because look at Antonio Brown. He looks just like the Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah,
If that was the case, he would have been my first pick.
So Tyreek Hill, nah, there's too much weapons there.
The only reason I like Tyreek Hill is because he gets those explosion plays.
Yeah, but he's only had 2 good games. So first game 36, second game 2, third game 6, then he had the big game of 49 and then 7, right? So I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at my guy, Mike Williams, right? Hold on, I'm on the wrong one. I'm looking at my guy, Mike Williams. Mike Williams had 15, 16, 33, 1, and 45. So Mike Williams had 5 games where he got me double-digit points. He beat all the projections that he's supposed to get. So I'm looking at that and I'm like, yo, nah, man, I'm not gonna take a chance to trade Mike Williams for Tyreek Hill for a name.
That's your team.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else want to say anything about Molly talking too much, or are we going to the next one?
Nah, but she do talk too much.
Yeah.
She do talk too much.
All right. Question number 3. This week on Undisputed, John Gruden. Shannon Sharp said on a recent show that he's not feeling Gruden, and he went back to what he always says. He says, you want somebody to tell the truth, you talk to a child, you talk to them when they're mad, you talk to them when they're drunk. And he said John Gruden made these tips when he was mad. And he said that if he's not racist or prejudiced or feeling any kind of way about a race, why would you get mad? That would come out. He said, because if you're not prejudiced, racist, or whatever, then you won't automatically go to a racist slur or racist statement or that kind of stuff. Is there truth to what Shannon's saying, or is 10 years too long to make that kind of statement or judgment on an individual?
Okay, say that again.
He said that if you're not a prejudiced person, he said, if you want to hear the truth, how a person really feels, talk to them. If it's a child, they'll tell the truth. If they're drunk, they'll tell the truth. And if they're angry, they'll tell the truth. John Gruden made these statements when he was mad and angry. He said, if you were not prejudiced or racist, why would you get angry? The first thing you go to is that prejudice or racist statement or that go to that play. He said,
there's absolute truth in that. Your brain works differently when you're mad or pissed off.
Facts.
And if you don't, I'm going to try to use the most judicious word I can here. a thoughtful person will stop themselves and say, wait a minute, okay, I got to think of how I can say this
without sounding like a racist, right?
Well, not just that. Be like, yeah, I'm pissed off because such and such is happening, or such. If you're not happy because,
let me make one more statement too.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's different when it's excited utterance, but he said this guy took the time to type it, look at it, and then hit send. So if you, so that also adds to his that he don't really believe what Gruden says. Now, Gruden was his brother's position coach, and his brother swears him down. Sterling Sharp says that he's a stand-up guy, and he said, "I'm not discounting what my brother says." He said, "But just for me, not so much." So,
okay. Well, first off, just because, and I hope I don't offend you guys, but just because you might be a racist or a homophobic person, I don't necessarily know if that doesn't make you a stand-up guy. You might be a person that's willing to stand up for somebody, but deep down, who you are is who you are. Right. And being on a team is a little different. When you're a football coach, you might have these tendencies to be racist or say racist things, but it's still a guy that's on your team. The problem is more on the flip side. When you're the coach, and once they find out about this, doesn't matter how much of a stand-up guy you are, it puts enough of a tinge of doubt in everybody else's mind who's openly gay, who's a black man, or anything like that. And that's the problem you're running into. But absolutely, when you're mad and you don't stop yourself, and like you said, he texted or typed this stuff out, looked at it, and then sent it.
An email is bad. You know, I mean, it's worse than a text. An email's bad. That shit's there forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, so there is truth to this. Now, again, how much? I don't know. Some people are raised different. You know, like my father was raised, or my grandfather was a very prejudiced man, from what I've been told. I never witnessed it, but I've been told. My father wasn't, but I know somewhere inside, because he was raised around it, there was probably a tinge of it. So what side does Gruden fall on? He's like, what, in the 60s, right? Mid-60s now?
Something like that.
So he probably was possibly raised around it. And once you're raised around it, the question here is how much of it is I was raised around it, so it just kind of flows in me without thinking about it, which isn't good. I'm just saying that some people
change with the times, though. Chris.
I understand that. You're absolutely right. But I'm saying that's the question here. Is it really him, or is it just he was raised around it, so it wasn't like it wasn't something that as soon as you said something that crossed the line, that your mom or dad looked at you and said, whoa, no, we don't say that. You know, That's where things change, is that, okay, he said it, let's teaching moment right now. No, that crosses a line, and this is why it crosses a line. But yeah, I do believe that when you're angry, your brain works in a way that you say things that are hurtful, you say things that are inappropriate. But a person who doesn't have those thoughts in their head, those things don't come out even if they're angry.
I agree.
So if you're not racist, if you're not homophobic, you're not going to go that route. You're going to say fuck, you're going to say shit, and you're going to say all that stuff, but you're not going to say those things.
Just because you was raised somewhere, I mean, because I was raised I'm in the South, and I was raised with calling white people derogatory names. And I heard it all the time, and I heard the derogatory names towards me. But I'm in an interracial marriage, and when I first got married, my grandma, she wasn't trying to hear it. I mean, it took a solid year for my wife to even be able to come to her house and then act like somebody. And now, 25 years later, she love her. But that first year, man, was hell, and it took 3 years for me to crack into my wife's family. So just because you raise a certain way doesn't mean you have to stay that way. And And like I said, for 20 years I was raised that way, but then I fell in love with who I fell in love with. So
I'm not. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
my question is this though, but isn't there a bigger picture though? This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't having a conversation with himself, right? And I believe if you were to take every single owner's emails and
What did I
search them,
say?
you would probably find the
Oh, yeah.
exact
What did I
same
say?
thing.
Oh yeah.
What did I say on the rule of three? Listen, you
Scapegoat.
tell me. Listen, he didn't have a chance to say, "Oh, I'm not. I gotta hide these, or I gotta go through them." No, but if you asked every owner, if the NFL could right this second, if Roger Goodell could say, "Everybody, we're freezing everybody's business, everything, all your offices, we have control." Let's say they had a button, boom, freeze. We're going through everybody's email right now. How many of these people would be shaking, going like, "Oh shit"?
Shoot, not me. I have an EMP burst.
Well, but you know, I'm just saying. Think about that.
Put
You
magnets
you
on every
can't tell me
computer in here.
what's his name down in Dallas.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, you cannot tell me, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm being a
Yeah, you judging
maybe
that
I'm
book by the
being
cover, buddy.
dude, maybe, but man, if you got a hold of his emails,
But the first thing, NFL don't have a leg to stand on here because he was not employed by the NFL 10 years ago. He
That's
was
right.
with ESPN. So I don't even
I
know
know.
why he's taking their nose in this. So if I was him, I might
because
go
it
for a
got caught up
lawsuit.
in the Washington
It don't
Redskins
matter. It don't
investigation.
matter.
But you see, this is
I'd
the
go
whole
for a
thing.
lawsuit. I would go.
Why
I think
isn't
he got a leg
Dan
to stand.
Snyder? Because I heard something in the words in the winds that this could fall on Dan Snyder, and this could be the final nail in his coffin, where the
You
adjacent
hoping for
owners
that,
will
eh,
get.
bro?
You don't. When I heard that, I felt like I was in New Orleans. I was fucking, you know. Oh my god! Because since this guy has been an owner, it has been nothing but demise, and everybody wants to talk about the coaches and all these other things. When it really comes down to the owner, all this is under his watch. This whole investigation is because of what was going corrupt in the Washington Redskins organization. This is how they found these emails. And this is all under Dan Snyder's watch. He hired that guy who Gruden was texting with for 10 years. What does that say?
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I will be dancing in the streets the
Bro.
day I see that name removed from Washington's team. Sorry. Gotta stop saying Redskins.
Bro, it's the good old boys club. That's exactly
Yes,
what
sir.
it is.
You
That's
got
what
that
I'm
right,
saying.
Anzo.
It's like, you know what I mean? So we can't just sit here and think he's the only one. I think
Oh, I don't think he's the only one. But
I'm
No,
curious
for
how that
sure.
guy got in Jacksonville. How did this guy become an owner? Because you see what they're saying in all these other organizations, owners are active. In the NBA, they're really active, the owners. Like, you know who they are. You don't know how. Besides Kraft and Jones, who else is out there? We don't know because these guys just hide behind the commissioner, like they said. And the only guy they can mention
the Rooney
is
family is
an
pretty
owner
active.
from India.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy from the Jaguars. He's the only non-white owner in the NFL. So I posed the question to my boy at hockey. I'm leaving it right there, Danny. Not saying it again. Could you tell me? Could you tell me that there is not one African American, male or female, in the U.S. that can afford an NFL team? He goes, I don't know. I go, are you serious, man? You don't know? You mean to tell me you don't think there's one person, one black person in the U.S. that could buy an NFL team?
Well, there's several.
There's many.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's many, Danny, but it will never happen
Well, they
because
got-
we got
well-
one GM as a black guy in the NFL.
Well,
And he's in
breaking
Washington.
Well, they buying the NBA because Jordan got one. Magic Johnson on part for the Lakers.
Yeah, NBA. Yes, NBA is a well-ran organization. It's
So you have
it's
to pay
all for one for all organization. The
$2 million
NFL is
buy-in.
exactly like Anzo said. It's a club,
Yeah.
and if you're not the right color, you don't get those privileges, man. It's like a plantation. They're all in the field just working. At least they're getting paper, but Like, what was the name of that show with The Rock? One of those guys said, all that money you're making and you guys don't own a team. I was like, holy shit, they put it in here too? Because these guys are like coming with their Lamborghinis and their Ferraris and their Bentleys and their fucking Rolex watches. And the guy looks, you guys are rich. You guys, look at you, you guys all rich. But none of y'all own an NFL team.
Shaq said in one of his interviews, he said he'd rather be wealthy than rich. And he said, what's the difference? And the man broke him down. He said, riches could be a generation or it could be for a time frame. He said, wealthy is for generations. He said, my kids and my family will still have money even after I'm long dead. So that's what Shaq's shooting for. Shaq gonna do it. And if you I think I sent Gonzo when Magic Johnson was talking to Maverick, that's the I think the person over LeBron James, his manager. And I mean he was breaking it down to Maverick, I mean how he systematically he did a taboo. Players back then were not supposed to be friends with owners. Him and Dr. Buss, they broke that code, and Dr. Buss took him on his wing, taught him everything. So that's what players need to do. I know if I had a son in the NBA, I'd be like, get your ass to LA and talk to Magic Johnson. So when this basketball is over with, you're
set.
You're set. Magic Johnson is set. If you go on YouTube and watch Bill Bellamy and LL Cool J talk about the trips that Magic Johnson do and hosts and the kind of money he spends, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
But you have to go on YouTube. You don't hear about it anywhere else.
It's crazy. Man, get a chance. I'm going to send you the link, Roberto. It was like the wedding anniversary for Cookie. His wife, the shit Magic Johnson did was crazy. I ain't never seen it before. Okay, next one. Baker Mayfield or Odell Beckham? Who is the problem? On a recent, I'm going to dispute it again. Shannon said that he thinks Baker is the problem because he said Baker is just an average quarterback. If you go to the quarterbacks in his age group, he is not in the top 3. He's not even in the top 5. I think he's ranked like maybe 7th with his quarterbacks in his age. Like,
is that when Odell's on the field or not on the field?
No, he's just saying as general that.
But I need to know that point because he looked good with Landry.
Yeah. Now he said that Skip saying Odell's a problem because Odell is controversial, that he is a showboat, this kind of stuff. But then Shannon argued again was, look, when Odell was in New York playing with Peyton Manning's little brother Eli, he put up numbers that most wide receivers ain't never put up in that time frame. So Skip, like I said, is saying is Odell's problem is the problem. Shannon's saying that Baker is the problem. So based on which, I don't think they're a good mix for one another. For whatever reason,
me too.
They're good off the field. I heard they're good friends. They socialize, go to a lot of events together. But on the field, they just don't have that chemistry. And sometimes you can't force something just because you think two players are great. They might be great individually or with other people, but together they might not be great. So do you think Odell needs to try and find somewhere else if he's a problem? Or do you think that Baker Mayfield's a problem and he maybe try to improve his skill set? Whoever wants to start.
Like I said before, I do think that there is an issue with them. I think Odell Beckham is a lot better than Danny gives him the credit for. But I do also think that maybe he's just not the fit there, man. He's just not the fit to be there. So I think maybe they should try and figure out something else to do with him.
I think Odell should just be like, because when you sat out all those games last year and you were watching how, and I picked up Landry as a free agent, and I can tell you, Landry exceeded his projections every game.
He's hurt now.
And when he saw, he's hurt now, and now he has to focus on a guy who's demanding the ball. He said it himself. I'm like the James Harden of the NFL. I'm a shooter. I want the ball. I'm a gamer. I'm a baller. That doesn't sound like a team guy, you know? That sounds like a guy who wants to rack up his stats and keep his status up there. Because, look, I like Odell, and I would tell you I would love him on our team. And I don't think he's a good mix in Cleveland from the get-go. They're like two magnets together. You know when you try and put two magnets together and there's that thing in the middle? That's what I see between Odell and Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield's an average quarterback. I'm sorry. When you got a running game like you have and you can't even do play action, you're an average quarterback. You can't hit a wide open man, you're an average quarterback. You don't think Odell would shine in Tampa or in put him in with the Chargers? put him somewhere where a quarterback likes to throw the ball deep with accuracy, of course. That's my opinion.
I'll put him with Pittsburgh. I think he'll be a good fit in Pittsburgh.
I don't think Claypool will be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm about to take Claypool from me, bro.
Yeah, you keep talking first place. You keep talking like I'm poor inner city guy. You could just come from the suburbs and bully me with your offers and shit. You're not trying to help me. You're just trying to help you. Look.
No.
Did you hear him, Danny? Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and maybe pick up some other players from you.
Wait. Hold on, Dak Prescott don't help you though.
Yeah, but you're teasing me. Every week you're teasing me. Like, you want him? I say, send the proposal. Send the proposal. I log into Yahoo. I don't see nothing. I said, this guy's playing with me. Then he's discussing with Danny who he's going to trade. Chris, you feel me, man?
Yo,
I was willing to let Chubb go for Dak if he had sent me the proposal. But
honestly,
that Chubb is hurt now, I can't be played like that, man.
No.
There's a machine gun. Here's the machine gun.
Honestly, I'm not playing you. It's just hard to pull the trigger on that trade because I'm sitting there and I'm like, what if fucking Mahomes get hurt? It's hard to pull the trigger. If I give you
Chubb and the season is guaranteed for you, all of us might as well just say you're the winner already. That's what it is if you get Chubb, and you know it. That's why you're proposing it. Why else would you down for this guy? He has sometimes Hunt comes in. And you have Hunt?
Yeah, good Hunt.
Sometimes he comes in and gets much more ball than Chubb.
Yeah.
They're 1 and 2.
They're 1-2 tandem.
Yeah,
they're 1-2 tandem. But if Hunt has a couple of good runs, Chubb stays on the bench for whatever reason.
I was looking at Adams too. I'm like, maybe Adams or Chubb for Dak. You know, you got two pretty good studs there that I'm looking at. Yeah, Jones.
Yeah, Jones. I think for me, what Jones did in the end of last season, I'm happy I have him, boy.
Yeah, I know.
He's Rodgers' backup when he can't get the ball to Adams.
I can't remember who it is, but somebody stuck with Julio Jones. I'm like, woo, I'm glad I didn't get that pick.
I know, right?
I think it's your boy in 49ers.
He's done?
He hurt, man.
Yeah, it happens.
Not the whole season.
Yo, Mike Casey running back is hurt.
I think he's going for the season.
Damn.
Juju got for the season. Yeah, Hilaire hurt. I'm looking at this. Carson, Seattle running back hurt. Saquon Barkley hurt. Like all my running
I'll never get him. Bro. I will never get him.
Yeah, Saquon is damaged goods. As good as he is, he's always hurt, man.
I'm glad I got Cup. I took a chance on him, and he has been a nice surprise. I'm hating to say it too, boy. Old boy stay hurt too. McCaffrey.
Yeah,
McCaffrey.
Sad.
What was the question now?
Yeah, fantasy.
What? Way to go, Chris.
My bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Fantasy always overrides everything, you know?
The problem is both of them. Baker's not the quarterback that people want him to be or that he probably should have been. I don't know what it is. And Odell is just like, he's trying to take over that team and say, hey, me. I think the problem's both of them.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham is a quarterback. I think Baker Mayfield does better with play action and medium passes. He can throw a deep pass, but it's not in every thing, like in every down thing. And with the run game there, Odell Beckham's just not wanting to get the 10, 15 yarder. He wants the 30, 40 yard throws. And when you got two different styles of football fighting each other, I think the problem's on both sides. They could build a team around Baker Mayfield that I think would, I don't want to call it West Coast because that's not really what you got there. But you focus on the run and then you play off of that with the play action and you go with your short passes, your slants, things like that, your quick crosses. And that's what he needs. And I think they'd be really successful with that. But I don't think that's the type of football that Odell wants. I don't think that's what he wants to play. So it's kind of this middle ground on both of them. Not that he can't. It's not like he can't be friends. That doesn't mean that because he's not the one making the scheme. It's just I think we said it last year when he was out. That team thrived. And we talked about it this year. What's going to happen without him being out? What happened? What's happening? They're just not that same team. It's like they're in this constant wanting to get going, but they just can't get out of their own way.
I think he tries with Odell and he just plays with Landry and the rest of the team. He tries too hard with Odell. Odell's always his first option. When Odell's not there, he counts down his whatever you call those things, recessions or
his progressions,
yeah. And that's why you saw more people touching the ball when Odell wasn't there.
Roberto, I agree with you 1,000% what you just said. That's exactly what it is.
Thank you,
He
sir.
sees Odell on the field. I gotta get Odell. I gotta get Odell. When he's not on there, he don't have that pressure.
Right, and he stopped agreeing with Roberto today. What's going on? I'm not digging it.
Up there?
I'm not digging it, man. I don't like it.
Some good points, bro.
Absence brings the heart, man. It's been a minute since I've been up in here, I had a lot of shit to say.
You got anything else you want to say on this?
All right, man. I someone dropped Odell. I picked him up, so I'm hoping they get their shit together.
What?
That. Yeah. Oh, my camera. Huh?
Who dropped?
When was this?
No, a few days ago.
I saw it, but I didn't. I was like, okay, well, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, Odell was in the Odell was sitting there for a minute. No one touched him. So I said, you know what?
Maybe he's not drawing points, man. I know how it feels when I got Ridley bringing me 2-3 points. I'm like, what? Fucking Jones is gone. Isn't he supposed to be the number one receiver in Atlanta? He's not doing anything, man.
Bro.
Goodwin, nothing.
Bro.
Antonio Brown decided to be Antonio Brown again. Now Goodwin gets nothing.
Oh, yeah, I know. But
sorry to go off note there, Chris.
No, but even Mike Evans, 2 points, yes. 2 points. Mike Evans gonna be 2 points. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Come on, man.
All right, let's get
but
back.
Brady didn't.
Brady didn't stream where you can talk nothing but your little.
Yeah, for real. No, I'll just say this though. Brady didn't have such a great game though. They're saying he's nursed. They're saying he's nursing a sore thumb. Yeah.
Yeah, he had 40-something points. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
It is his usual 80, but damn, can't have 80 all the time, I guess.
No,
he had 26 points. Yeah, that's low for him. What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Next question. The playmaker says right now today in the NFL, the Cowboys are the best. And
Roberto
Smith bust out laughing. He says that they are the most balanced. They have the most balanced offense and they have the most balanced defense. And Stephen is like, "Are you crazy? Are you not watching the Cardinals over there? The Cardinals with Kyler Murray.
Did you see the Cardinals just got, Danny?
I didn't. Oh, that
Mr. Ertz. Zach
Yes,
Ertz is on his way to Arizona
from Philadelphia.
That team just got significantly stronger.
And guess what? I got Mr. Ertz. One of four
Oh
tight
my
ends
God.
I have.
Now Anzo wants him even more.
I got tight ends for
That-
sale. Tight ends for sale.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Danny,
I'm not going to agree with him. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, but he's saying right now. I'm sorry, Anzo. Go ahead.
No. I was saying Danny offered me a trade and I didn't take it. I'm like, maybe I should have took that trade.
Mm-hmm. You would have had him. You would have had him now, wouldn't you? See? But anyway, Michael Irvin said right now they are the most balanced offense, the most balanced defense. And Stephen A said, "You crazy? You need to go check out the Cardinals because right now they're 5-0. Kyler Murray is playing at an elite level." He said the only quarterback right now in the race for the MVP, other than Kyler Murray, is Lamar Jackson. So, do you agree with Michael Irvin, the playmaker, that right now Dallas is the most balanced team in the NFL, or is it someone else? Not necessarily the Cardinals, but
May I talk first, please?
who do you think? Go right ahead.
May I talk first on this one,
The
please?
floor is yours.
Thank you very much, sir. As long as I've been watching football, the team that has that 0 next to losses is the best team in football. And Arizona doesn't seem to be getting this love. And I'm not a fan of Arizona, even though they're a very exciting bandwagon team to jump on because no one really knows or likes them. They are the best team in football. Mind you, I would put Dallas in the top 3 of what I've seen so far.
The top 3 teams in the NFL?
Their offense is just too, honestly, Danny, their offense, they're playing like against CFL teams. Guys can't be that wide open all the time. He can't just throw the ball up like this and you say, somebody's going to catch that. CeeDee Lamb catches it. He's going. You know, like, it hurts, man. It fucking hurts to see this.
Now, I heard a statistic on Kyle Hurd, and I don't mean to interrupt you. And I got to research this. He says that when Ezekiel Elliott runs, has a good running game, Dallas almost always wins. Mm-hmm. He said when Dak throws all these 300, 400 yards, the win 50. Percentage isn't that good.
No.
So, having said that,
defense is intercepting some balls every game, and holding their own every game, and that was their biggest demise for many years. They had no defense, worst defense. Mm-hmm. Now their defense has to be ranked up there because they're holding their own.
But is that also too? They have a kind of soft schedule, and let me pull up the schedule.
Their schedule is
soft schedules too.
Listen, their schedule is tied for. Hold on. It is tied for 13th.
So yeah, because they play
at a 507. No, Tampa has like the second easiest. Well, and now it says that Tampa's is the 29th.
Isn't the returning Super Bowl team supposed to have the hardest?
Hell
no. And we talked about that like a few weeks ago. That I think that if you like, much like how you do your draft picks, the lowest, the worst team gets the first round. I think that the team that wins the Super Bowl should have
the hardest
and go backwards.
Yeah. And if they do it again, they're really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's exactly. But you see, that's the thing. The Chiefs have, according to CBS, I'm finding different things. There's some that said the Chiefs had the 7th hardest, and that the Cardinals have the 13th hardest. This one says the Chiefs they're tied for the 11th hardest, and Cardinals have the 13th hardest schedule. But the thing is where does that hard part come? I think the Kansas City Chiefs have had a front-loaded hard schedule. So that's why I'm not really as worried about it. Plus, there are defensive problems and, there's other things going on. I think
he's going to have a lot of points. Sorry to suck fantasy. He's going to have a lot of points on Sunday.
But
why?
They're playing Washington.
Yeah.
Who?
Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Mahomes.
But the thing is that I think that's the thing is that I don't know where the Cardinals' hard schedule comes up. I mean, I got to look and see who they've played so far. Here, let
I
me look
can't
it up.
see it like that. I got to do it like college, Chris. They're undefeated. They're the only
No.
undefeated team.
That's a different world. Different world.
Different
Because here's
world.
the thing: you've got 100 some odd teams
They're
in
number one.
college football, and 80 of those teams suck.
They're still number one as
Dude,
far as they have no losses.
Listen. I have watched teams who sucked make it through the first half of the season undefeated, and then
NFL?
they tank. Yeah.
In the NFL, where?
Yes.
Steelers.
It's happened before.
Undefeated?
Steelers.
Steelers went like 7-0, I think, one year.
No,
and
they
then
were 11. They were 11-0 last
there it
year.
is.
Yeah, but they really had the softest schedule of all time during that 11-0 run.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
Chris, you notice I laugh after. I'm not jumping on your note.
My point is that there's nothing there so far that makes me think that they're the best team. But then again, this year, I'm not really sure who the best team is. I don't think there's one team who's absolutely made me think they're the best team yet.
Yeah, of course it is. Steelers. They're the best.
Right now.
Whoa, yeah.
Arizona, Dallas, and Buffalo. That's what I see.
I'm really scared of Buffalo.
Yeah.
If I was a team, Buffalo would give me calls if I had to go play them.
Especially in Buffalo. Especially in Buffalo.
See, I don't worry about Buffalo because we beat them already. So
I think that was just a hiccup.
But then also,
I'll give you that win.
You can tell me what you want. If Mr. Brady makes it back to the Super Bowl, I would hate to go up against him because those bright lights, they don't shake him. He ain't scared of that shit.
I'd like to see Tampa Buffalo. That would be a nice one.
If they able to claw, ugly win, whatever you want to call it, if they're able to get back to that dance one more time, I'm not betting against them.
No, you'd be stupid to bet against Brady. You'd be stupid.
That clown rises to the occasion.
I think that should be like a motto.
What the hell?
Okay. Any more comments on his last question?
No.
Urban's got to take care of that fro, yo. Stephen A's got a point.
Yeah. Okay, final question. The Browns are playing the Cardinals this Sunday, tomorrow. And guess who's the favorite?
The Browns.
Browns are a 3-point favorite. Do you think that's a joke?
Yeah.
Or do you think that is something that should be taken into consideration? I think that for whatever reason, Baker Mayfield has this marquee presence and force of nature that when you just hear his name, people automatically think that he's going to win. But it seems like nobody is actually really watching Kyler Murray. And he is just quietly and silently, man. He's in the heat right now. If the MVP race was to go today, was MVP voting was to go today, he would be number 2, based on what the critics are saying.
Who's number 1, Lamar?
Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
So, really? I mean, that's saying a lot. Let's go by what the commentators say. I don't have any stats or numbers to back that up or verify that. But I know, as far as exciting football play, Lamar Jackson, man, he is fun to watch.
That's a fact.
I always like to watch.
All of his games were exciting this year. I could say that much. Exciting games to watch, man.
Oh, that Charger game with him and was it the Chargers they played?
They're playing them again, yo.
Oh, that game.
Chargers Ravens again.
And people are sleeping on the Rams, man.
Yep.
To me, the most dangerous teams right now is Bills, Rams, and you got to put the Bucks in there because they got to add some threats. And I'm trying to think of who the fourth team I'd be kind of scared if I saw them on. I might would slide towards Dallas because they're hard to beat in Jerry World. But back to the main question, the main topic: Browns and Cardinals. Browns are said to be a 3-point favorite. I think that's a bunch of malarkey or any truth to it. Whoever wants to start first.
I Browns are good, man. I don't want to say anything good about the Browns because I know we got the Steelers. They got to battle the Steelers in 2 games, so I don't want to say nothing good about them. But they're a decent team, man. They're
Okay.
decent.
What you think, Chris?
Sometimes you take the home field thing into play. I mean, I've said it that I think Baker and that team, they should be a lot better. They should have a better record. But I think in this type of game that they're going to come to play. They're 3-2 right now, and they've got to make a move. Again, I think it's different for teams like the Browns. The Bills are flying high. Everybody's going to pick the Bills. Everybody's going to think the Bills are great. But I don't really think that they've faced a team yet who was at their peak. And Anzo, not to build up his love of the Steelers, but he's absolutely right that when that first game happened, you got the Steelers and they were pumped and ready to play. And if the Steelers could beat them, and I know everybody's going to say, oh, that's just, they weren't ready or whatever. I don't know. The thing here is that the Browns in this type of a game at home, I think, are dangerous to the Arizona Cardinals. So there is something to be said about that. I think that they got enough talent, and that's why they're getting the favorite. And yes, the home field advantage always plays into that, favorite over, what they choose. But I think part of that's also that they know that the Browns are capable of beating them. And if Arizona beats them, then that's a step for Arizona. Arizona's got to beat them to continue to make people believe that they're the best team. But I don't know. Browns aren't a bad team, so this isn't an unfair assessment, basically, of this game.
I think Bills should win the game. I'm going with the Bills.
Bills.
Talking Arizona.
Arizona. My bad.
It's Arizona and the Browns. I was talking
Arizona's
about
going to beat them.
Okay.
They're playing in Cleveland now.
Yeah, Arizona's going to beat them.
Okay.
I'm on Roberto's, and I think Arizona's like one of the teams that you need to worry about this year.
You forgot they got J.J. Watt on defense, and since he's came over there, that defense looks a whole lot different, man. That was the thing for me with Arizona. Their offense was nice. I saw kind of like a fall off of Roger and Adams with Murray and
Fitzgerald.
Sorry?
Fitzgerald.
The Dread. What's his name? Number 10.
Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald.
Not Fitzgerald. The one he's playing with now. Murray and the one from Houston.
Oh, you're talking about DeAndre
Hopkins.
Yeah.
I kind of see them as a fall off from Rodgers and Adams. Like everyone knows he's throwing it to him, but he still catches the ball, right?
Yeah, Watts is.
Now that he has Ertz, and I was watching First Take when that trade went live, and RC was in the back going, "Oh no, oh no, oh no." That's a huge trade. Because when you have a tight end that you could rely on, your team climbs up much higher. You see every team that has success has a great tight end. Look how Lamar uses Andrews. Imagine Hurts or Ertz, whatever, and Murray hook up the same way. And he still has that boy out on the wing.
Look how Mahomes depends on Kelsey.
Exactly, but they're starting to figure Kelsey out for whatever reason this year.
Well, here's the thing. Kelsey and Hill.
Is he hurt, Kelsey?
No.
Mm.
No, okay. There's a lot of things going on.
No, he's just a threat. He get double teamed a lot.
He's the best. He's still the best tight end in football. I don't
agree.
care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrews is fucking.
Well, I don't know now.
There,
if Thomas wasn't hurt, there'd be an argument.
But Thomas is not a tight end.
I thought Thomas was a tight end for the.
No, he's a receiver
Saints.
for New Orleans. He's a receiver.
Stand correct.
Yeah, he's boom too. You're right. So I guess you guys are taking Cleveland. I know Anzo's taking Arizona. I mean, I'm talking to Danny and Chris. You guys are taking Cleveland, huh?
It's
I don't
that
know.
time, man, to make our pick.
Look at
Let's
Chris
do
with
it.
his poker face. I don't know. It's okay.
It's
I
like
would
you
put the
gotta
3 points on Arizona, but
Wait for it.
nice.
I don't know.
ego.
Nice. I
Hey,
like
what
that.
are our standings now, Anzo?
You are at 49 and 31. Chris is at 48 and 32. I am at 58 and 22. And Roberto is at 46 and 34.
58 and 22 is you.
Yeah.
I'm 49 and 31.
Yeah.
Roberto is what?
46 and 34.
34. And Chris is 48 and 32.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, you ready? You ready to go?
Let's do it.
These things mean nothing to me to the end of the season.
The first game, Vikings versus the Panthers. They're playing at Carolina.
Fuck. The first one, really?
I'm going with the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Panthers too.
Hold on just a second here, guys.
I would have switched that up, but I already chose the Panthers, so I'm not going to switch because of you guys.
You going with the Panthers too, Roberto?
Yeah. I already did
Just
my
a
pick, so
second.
I'm not going to change up. I'm not, I got some grounds to make, but I'm not going to make stupid decisions, you know?
Let's see who the Cowboys playing.
I
All
took
right,
New England.
Who'd you have?
Shit.
Panthers
Panthers
versus
and the
Vikings.
Bro, why
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
say
do
The
so?
Vikings.
Vikes are like what, 1 and 4?
Vikings.
You're taking Vikings, Chris?
Vikings are 2 and 3.
I will lie,
Okay.
Vikings have been looking
Vikings.
good as of late, you know? But
Okay.
this is a big game. That's a big game.
Vikings.
All right, next game is Dolphins and Jaguars.
I took
Dolphins.
the Jags.
Chris said Dolphins. Roberto said Jags.
He's finding his way, the rookie. He's finding his
I
way
am
every week.
taking the Jags. Miami looks bad.
Yeah.
I am taking
Who's
the
our quarterback?
Jags. Guy from LSU. Can't think of his name. No, guy from Clemson.
No, he's out. Tagovailoa, whatever, he's out, you know?
Oh, I think you're talking about Jags.
I'm talking the Miami Dolphins, that
I don't
Hawaiian
know.
guy, he's out. So
Yeah.
I don't know who their backup is.
Chiefs versus Washington football team.
Chiefs.
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 That makes 4 Chiefs. Well, Washington
Come on,
tomorrow.
Dan. That's your team, bro. Take the Washington.
Shit,
Take
ain't
Washington.
that fucking stupid. But boy, if they do win tomorrow, oh my god, boy!
I'll be happy, but I'm not putting them again.
I'll be at work talking shit.
Did you see Philly though put in a game at the end though with Tampa Bay, right?
Yes, I saw that.
I was like, if these motherfuckers win, I will laugh.
But did you hear how many times they ran the ball the whole game?
Who, Philly?
9 times.
Yeah, I
And
think
4
they
of
had no
them was
choice.
the quarterback. What do you mean that guy Sanders is wicked? I got rid of him. Not because
No.
of his skill set, because they're not giving him the ball at all. They're just saying, Hurts, go ahead and do whatever you have to do.
No, what I'm saying is the reason why is because they were down like the whole game.
But what about the beginning of the game? It can only be 7-0.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when it's Tampa Bay, you got to score, right? And if they're stopping the run, then
I think they start to run like they only got a third down. What, one time?
Right.
2.5
He
times?
ran 9 times in a game, Danny. And 5 times was the quarterback. They only gave Sanders the ball 4 times.
I didn't pick them, so I don't give a shit.
Same here.
That's why they're losing.
Next one is Rams versus the Giants. I'm going Rams.
For sure.
Rams.
Roberto.
Anybody want to?
Rams.
Nobody wants to take the Giants? Come on, guys.
Texans versus the Colts. God, this is shit versus shit.
Colts.
Roberto. I'm going with the Texans.
I'm going with the Texans as well.
Nice.
Colts.
2 Colts, 2 Texans. Next one is the Bengals versus the Lions.
Beagles.
Bengals.
says Bengals.
I said Beagles, but
Beagles.
okay, we'll call
I'm
them
taking
Bengals.
Cincy as well.
Everybody goes Bengals. This ain't gonna be no much for makeup week. Packers at the Bears.
This is a tough one.
I believe
Packers
in the
don't
bad.
play
I
well
believe
in
at the bad.
Chicago.
I believe in the bad man, so I'm going with Packers.
I know he has a hiccup. I'm just not sure where it is. If it's Detroit or if it's Chicago.
I'm going Packers as well.
Detroit's a bad place for him sometimes, but
Yeah, it is, huh?
Come on, Roberto,
Are you waiting for me?
go ahead.
I'm in last place. What are you worried about me for? You want to keep me there?
Because I'm worried about you.
Down. Let me see. I circled that game because I really couldn't pick that one, man.
So you're gonna wait for us to pick and then decide, right?
No, I'm not going off of you guys. I'm just not feeling it right now. Can I give it to you before the thing's over? Or I have to do it right now?
The little side note says battle of the two winningest teams in NFL history. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Danny, there's history there. This is like
one
of the biggest rivalries, man. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Bears on this one.
Bears, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to try them out.
Okay.
This past week, there was an article out there because of the problems, of course, Aaron Rodgers and Packers are having. A lot of people think this is his last year there. And they asked him, any ideas where you go. And he didn't actually give any ideas where he would go, but he did rule out one team.
Chicago.
Chicago.
I ain't going there.
I'm taking the Packers because this guy hates the Bears. There is no way around it. And here's the difference. The reason why he has a problem in Detroit is because it's a dome. He's never had great games in domes. He can do it. He's just not as good. And I don't know. I think Favre was a lot the same way. I think that's why he went downhill when he went to Minnesota. But
why does he hate the Bears though? Because they give him trouble.
I don't know. No.
Their defense gives him trouble. That's all. We'll see.
Fine,
we'll see.
Fine, Mr. Bear.
I'm just going off of gut.
Can't call it a pack.
Because I don't like either team, so I can only go off of gut. That would be a nice win for Fields.
The next choice is Chargers versus the Ravens. They're playing in Baltimore.
You guys would be surprised what I choose here too.
Both these teams are 4-1.
I got the Chargers.
So do I.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah.
I think payback's a bitch.
2 Chargers. What you got, Chris?
I don't know. What you got, Danny?
Ravens.
Chargers. I think the Chargers are hitting their stride. I think is this in LA?
No,
it's in Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah.
Just hope
this would be a good place for the Chargers to make a move. Chargers have got a team that they can make something out of. I don't think this is their year, but I think they're going to make a lot of statements this year.
I don't think they're going to beat Lamar Jackson. I could be wrong. Cardinals and Browns. They're playing in Cleveland.
You know what I got.
I also went Cardinals. Roberto, who'd you get?
Cards.
Chris?
Browns.
Shit, I don't know who I'm on that for.
You said the Browns.
I hate that I have to go with Baker Mayfield because, man, that guy. But I don't know. Something's telling me.
Shit. I'm taking a chance to go Cardinals.
All right.
Cowboys at the Patriots.
Give me them boys.
Cowboys, who I'm going with.
Cowboys. I hate them, but they got to, man. This is what they were going to do last year, and that team, when they're riding high, they're riding high.
Who you going with, Roberto?
Come on, Danny. This is our second year of doing this show, right, brother?
Okay, Patriots. I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir.
He can't do it. He just cannot.
I told
You
you
know?
to save my
Like,
life,
you know
I
what's
would be
funny is-
contemplating
You
it,
know what's
man.
funny is that he can't even pick the Cowboys.
Mhm.
I will at least pick Tampa Bay.
Well, if it like this, I can agree with him. But if it was some money, fuck that. I'm picking.
But so
whoever I
far-
think gonna win.
So far, I have been 500. Like I said, I have been. Every season I do this, I'm always 500 with the Cowboys because that's what they end up. Either one game above or one
Yeah.
under.
Right now they're 4-1.
It's okay. It's not December yet.
But that little note says New England won 6 straight games versus Dallas.
Yeah, that was with Tom Brady.
Okay.
It's okay.
Next game is
Tag them,
Raiders
Belichick
versus
and
the
Brady.
Broncos. And it says Raiders won 4 of the last 5 games versus Denver.
I got the Broncos.
I'm going to Broncos. I think that all this controversy got them a little off kilter.
Did you see them interview the players one by one?
No. What's Denver's record?
Denver is 3-2. Raiders is 3-2.
Ah, shit. That doesn't give me no leeway.
It's only because they're playing Rocky High, you know.
They're playing in Denver. Sometimes
Yeah, I'll go with Denver.
I have a feeling that what's his name's gonna choke, even though he's my starting quarterback.
My car.
Yeah.
You took Denver too, Roberto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you got, Chris?
Come on.
Go with the Raiders, Chris. Come on, man. You know Denver ain't winning that shit.
Chris is on that site there trying to figure out who the analysts are picking. You know?
You see that? Eh?
Yeah.
To the left.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at one more thing here.
Yeah.
I'll go for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, Bridgewater isn't making it happen. They struggled against the Steelers. I mean, and here's the thing. I think that Carr has a 91.3 rating, which isn't like lights out, but it's not horrible.
You said 91.3?
And at Denver. I'm looking at just Denver. Playing at Denver, he has a 91.3 quarterback rating.
That's
and he's 7-6. He's 7-6. That's what I said. It's nothing to sneeze at, but it's not the greatest. Like 115 is good. But anyways, he's 7-6, and the reason why is because AFC West games always come down to the final play.
What?
And Carr has a way of pulling shit out. And I'm going to call Raiders. That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm going to say, you said his QBR is 91.3 against Denver.
He has a 91.3 rating against Denver in Denver.
Okay. And you say that's nothing to sneeze at?
Yeah, what about it?
I thought you were saying that it's not good.
No, I didn't say that. It's not the best. It's not bad. I mean, it's not a bad rating. It's not great.
What's the best rating?
I think it's like hold on.
123 or something like that.
I thought 100 was the best. I said if he got 91, that sucker's only 9% off of 100.
No, it's just a little over
158.3 is the top you can get. But the thing is most people hover on really good games around 120, 130.
Yeah.
91 is let's go with above average performance. And what that tells me is that he plays decent games in Denver.
I got you.
And
I was thinking 100 was the best.
No,
so good. All right, next one is Seahawks versus the Steelers at the Steelers. As much as this hurts me, I'm going to go with the Steelers because Russell Westbrook is hurt, so they don't stand a chance.
Russell Westbrook.
I mean Russell Wilson.
All NBA, Daddy. You're all NBA.
I get them Russells confused, man. It's like
Steelers.
I don't even know his name. I was just going to say the QB and Seattle's down, so I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we all taking Pittsburgh, bro.
I don't know that guy is.
Russell Wilson. You know who Russell Wilson is, bro?
No, I'm talking about his backup. I don't know who he is.
Oh, his backup, man. What was that guy? We doing all kind of crazy shit in the last game.
That one guy.
Yeah, that guy
bounces back and forth from the CFL to the NFL.
Last game. Bills versus the Titans at Tennessee.
Bills. Titans, they don't have going this year.
Buffalo
Bills.
won 4 straight games by 18 points. Second longest streak in Super Bowl era.
I got the Bills.
I got the Bills too.
Bills. Should I take a chance on the Titans? Nope.
Go ahead.
All right. The game is set, bro. We will see.
All right.
Before we go, everybody shout their channel. It was another successful Square One show. Chris, go ahead and go first.
We're going to review 3000 right here. That's my channel. Lots of different stuff I do over there, video games, reviews. Probably going to do the DC Fandom Week again this week, where we're going to take the biggest trailers and break them down, do some talking about that. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of course, over on Chaos Central, the three of us, Anzo, Danny, and myself, have 3 shows. We're currently on a break from roundtables, so get a little break there. Next one up is Hawkeye, which I believe Danny's taking care of, and I don't know, man. Also coming up at the beginning of November, we're gonna have the Rumble Tournament of Champions on tentatively the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of November, and Danny up here.
You're looking at the second grand champion right here.
Danny is tied for the second most points this season.
And I'm gonna just say this: whatever grand champions come around, I'm still gonna reign supreme. It is what it is.
Well, we'll find out. This is a little ways away, but we're trying to speed up the process, though. I'd say
no. Take your time. Take your time.
No. I'd say by let's say maybe this time next year we'll be.
I won't be on no pipe. I tell you what, my head will not be on nobody's pipe.
Oh yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Sorry.
If I gotta steal it from a picture that I got of you already, I will steal it.
It won't be on your pipe. You cut my ass. No.
Oh shit.
Roberto.
14
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say there's only 14 games this week, eh?
Yeah, they got some people got
2 bias. Yeah, the bias.
All right, I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I gotta do a couple things. I gotta run, but
14. Later, Chris.
thank you guys.
Peace
Take
out,
it easy.
Chrissy.
Yeah, the Jets, the Falcons, 49ers, and Saints are all on buys.
Cool.
Roberto,
My channel is Trendy Mendy. Monday nights I have a show, F the Eagle. Just taking a little break from that for a minute. Can't really put a date as to when I'm going to come back, but through the love of what I'm doing, it won't be for very long. Wednesday nights you can find me on the OOC with Anzo, where we're dropping fire topics.
Oh yeah,
We should have a really good one this week coming up again. And you can find me here Saturdays with Danny. Happy to be back talking sports, thing I love most in life. And that's about it. Thanks for having me, man.
I'm gonna give you some advice, Anzo. Do not bring up that video to Roberto, since he got 2 daughters, because he may go out and find that guy and try to kill him. Because it's crazy. That guy is crazy.
Yo, that was. I had to.
Maybe that's why he didn't send it to me, huh?
I had to do that video, bro, because
that guy.
I was irked.
If he is real, it's crazy. If he's faking it, it's still crazy. I hope that he's faking that shit.
Me too.
He's still sick. But if he's for real, that is a really sick pervert, buddy.
Shouldn't someone be going after him? I don't know about what you guys are talking about, but based on a little
bit
I'm hearing,
they got torn off. It got taken down. Did you say, Anzo?
His video did, but his channel's still up there. I want to get his channel taken down. But he in his community post, he's like, "Oh, you motherfuckers got it taken down, but don't worry, I'm gonna put it on a platform where it won't get taken down." And I'm just like, man, this guy's talking. This guy talking about sleeping with 15 and 14-year-old girls.
He
and
thinks he's
16-year-old
untouchable.
girls. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna come and get you, yo. You know, there's some crazy mofos out there. Somebody's gonna lose it and come and get you, yo.
He's
bragging
he's
about it.
braggadocious about it too, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy bragged about that lottery he won?
He's like, oh,
Hey, what's up?
he's like, there's
Right.
nothing like it. There's
He wasn't
nothing
rich
like
for long.
this, nothing like that. Oh, it's just. And R. Kelly, he was just stupid about it.
Right.
Oh my God, you mother.
Bro, this guy
Anyway.
said he went to this woman's house. You know what I mean? He fucked her in front of the kids, and then the woman grabbed the daughter and stuck his dick in the daughter's mouth. Yo, it was disgusting, bro. I was like, yo.
Yeah,
And you posting this shit on YouTube.
And he talking about it like in detail.
Yeah.
What made me think that it might be some bull? Because usually when you're talking, I mean, he doesn't slip any names or anything. I don't even know his name. I don't think he tells you his name. You don't know what part of the country you're from. I don't know. I hope it's some sick prank.
That's
if it's real, man, he gonna cross her own father, her own mother, or somebody that don't give a shit, and then he gonna be in trouble.
If I'm gonna go to jail for something, Danny, I promise you, mess with my girls. That will be the one thing I'm going to jail for and feel no regret.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you, a police officer.
I got two daughters myself.
I feel you, man. You know how it is.
I'm very protective.
You know, you got your boys. You want them to, you know, you don't want your boys to suffer either. But sometimes if it falls not too far from the tree, you know he's going to hold his own. But when it comes to girls, you know, I don't want to sound like they can't hold their own, but majority of them get overpowered or they get tricked or something, and it's over.
I'm telling you, man. If you see your daughter crying, you see your son crying, it's kind of like you and him one-on-one. When my son cries, though.
I can't even think about shit like that.
When I saw first time I saw my daughter crying because of a man, it took everything in me, boy. Not to go that sucker.
For real.
Everything. And my wife was like, Danny, you got to leave. You got to leave. You got to leave. I didn't care. So,
Danny, I almost didn't want my daughters to have a boyfriend for that reason. Because I know, I mean, I didn't intentionally do it, but I broke some girls' hearts. Some girls broke my heart. It's a part of relationships, right?
I don't care about your own heart.
When it's your own.
I'm talking about putting hands on and talking.
No, I'm talking about breaking heart. That's how weak I am. Like, I see how much in love my daughter is with her boyfriend, and I know it's not forever, but they seem to think it is, right?
Right.
And when they break up and I hear her cry, this boy knows he doesn't want to come by my house again if they make up, because I'm giving him that side eye, you know?
So wait, Danny, he put hands on her? That's why you wanted to?
It was close to it.
Oh really?
I didn't have proof, but it was like, and then I heard the way he was talking to her. I was like, oh no. I don't do that.
No.
Unless it's something bad. Now, if it's something bad, I've talked shit to my kids. But when they grown,
advice I give
my kids are grown now, I don't talk shit to them. I talk stern, but talk shit, I don't do that. And I'd be damn to let somebody else do that shit.
Best advice I give now. Any guy who loses it to the point you want to hit a woman, do a 180 and walk away, man.
For real.
You'll be thanking me the rest of your life if you do it.
Because you don't know who that woman has protecting her or who cares.
If she calls 911.
Or even that. Right.
You know? You're finished, yo.
Like my younger daughter, she won't tell me her boyfriend now because she say, all you're going to do is run a check on him. And which
why not?
She's like, I'm not telling his name is Dan, but I'm not saying his last name. But shit, all I need is your name. You tell me your name, I got you, buddy. I got you.
You'd be outside of his door. You don't come by my house anymore.
Shit out your ass.
I could see Danny doing that. Oh, what's his name? All right, let me check this one.
You know how animals what's his name on a team say, you give me 30 seconds, I'm good. You give me 6 minutes, I'm unbeatable. You know, you give me something, or you give me 6 months, I'm unbeatable. So you give me your name, I'm hell. You give me your date of birth, I'm fucking even more hell. You give me a social security number, and I'm fucking unstoppable. Shit, I'll run your name through every fucking data bank in the damn country.
Get a good look, guys. Know who his kids are.
For real. Stay away from Donnie's daughters, guys.
Well, one of them married, so she married to a nurse. He treated good, so I just get my youngest.
You checked him out though, Donnie, at first? Checked him out first?
Oh yeah, I get my youngest daughter married. Good man. Yes. I don't think my son get married. I said, son, I don't blame you.
Don't let him watch this show. Daddy
Play
got
the-
no faith in me.
Play the field. Just don't have no babies out there.
So wait. Hold on. He
Mhm.
said he ain't getting married. You're telling him to play the field. Would you tell that to your daughters? If one of them
Probably
said she ain't getting married, would you tell her to
I
play the
don't think
field?
I don't think my youngest daughter get married again. I tell
How old are your kids,
Hey.
Daddy?
my oldest daughter is 33. I think
What? How old do you have your kids when you're 15?
they're not my biological kids. My daughter,
Oh, okay. I got you.
but I raised them since
Okay.
like 6 and 9, so they are mine now.
I hear you.
My youngest daughter just turned 30, and my son is 26.
Okay.
My son is my biological,
Mm-hmm.
but he ain't trying to feel no
You're younger
marriage.
than me.
So
Right?
yeah, that's the question. So if your daughter says she ain't getting married, would you tell her to play the field like you told the son?
No,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
It's just the way it is, Anzo.
You
I'll
see
be
how we
like,
treat
hey,
our boys
call it
so
what
much
you want, but
different?
it's the
No,
way
it is. I
the way
know.
it
I
is.
just treat it.
it's a different. But I tell them,
Parents will
shit,
always be more protective
you
of their
got 2
daughters than their
kids.
sons.
Okay, don't bring no more kids in this house unless you married. That's what I tell them.
Right. Right.
She
But if
had
it's
her
the
2
boy,
sons with her first husband.
Mhm.
I'm cool with that. But he got like an ass. They got divorced. I'm cool with that. They were married. She they got the same mother, same daddy. I have no problem with that. But don't you get no more kids in this house. I gotta help take care of unless your ass married to somebody else. So that's just my
Mhm.
rule. I tell my son, hey, you see what your mama did to me, right? he said, yep. I said, okay, there you go. 18 years, boy, you're gonna be a part of somebody's life, whether you want to or not.
For real. For real. But that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to boys, you know what I mean? Like my boy comes home with girls, I'm like, you know what I mean? Let that have been a girl. I'm like, hey,
Hell
wait a
no.
minute. You guys
Shit.
you sit right here in the living room. There's no going in that fucking bedroom. None whatsoever. No.
Hey, now this is a standard rule in my house. If you ain't married, ain't nobody coming here sleeping now. No. Your boyfriend ain't coming here. No. You hit your apartment or
Facts.
whatever. I can't stop that. But
Facts.
here, now my oldest daughter, she married. Shit, y'all married. Okay, go ahead. If you ain't married, nope.
So does that go same for the boy?
Yeah, no, my son.
Oh,
We're not bringing no girl in the house either. No unmarried stuff is going on in this house.
Okay, I got you.
Not I know it. No. Nope.
I no problem. My boy was like, "Hey, the dad, can my girlfriend sleep over?" Yeah, no problem. Go ahead, sleep over. But if it was a girl, it'd have been like, nope.
I can't do that because then my youngest daughter,
Your daughter, yeah,
she'll have that. Like, what's up? I can't. So I'm like, nope. Sorry.
I tell her straight up, he's the boy, you're a girl.
No.
He can
These
get
days,
those
that shit is not going on. So
you can get those privileges. You
maybe
can. I'm
10
sorry.
years ago, you could pull that off.
Man, be World War X in this house.
You pull out some
That's
YouTube
not
video to
fair.
show you right.
Daddy, that's not fair. I don't give a fuck. That's not happening. But you can't do that too, because then she'll start resenting you, right? Sneaking out, doing it and shit. Yeah.
Nope. Then you want a peaceful house, man. I can't sell all that doggone arguing and conflict.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I feel you.
All right, Alonzo, what's going on in your neck of the woods in your show, sir?
What's up, guys? Bigger Ford Entertainment. I did the DC fandom. Guys, check it out. The Batman trailer is fire. The Black Adam trailer is fire. Tomorrow will be versus Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One. I'll be doing that. I'm trying to do the Super Cat one, but it looks like it's a boxing match, and it just looks like it's going to be an issue to do. So I probably won't be doing that tonight, unfortunately. But if I can get to do it, I will. But other than that, man, just doing what we do. OOC, Chaos List, Rule of Three, Chaotic Conversation. Make sure you check out all those shows that we do, man. And it was a great one today.
All right. And I am Danny, aka Comic Chat. This is one of my shows here that I do with Anzo and Roberto. Square One. We talk football, NBA. We really haven't been good box matches, I could tell. And of course, I'm never going to talk about baseball. I'll lie to Chris and tell him that I am, but I hate baseball. I hate that sport with a passion. So you will see football and NBA topics here.
Look at the helmets.
Yep. So, like I said, man, it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's a fantastic show. If things go right, we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And,
one thing before you go, did anybody see that boxing match, the Wilder Tyson Fury fight?
I didn't.
No.
I was so mad I missed it. I was like, "Fuck!" There was a fight. I would have put a watch
Looked
party
like a
for
good
that.
fight.
Yeah. Wilder got Brock up.
Fury
though.
went down twice. Wilder went down 3 times.
But to me, it looked like Fury went down on pushes. It didn't look like he went down on hits. It looked like he stumbled and fell down the 2 times he fell down. Yeah.
Well, look, one of the knockdowns that Wilder had or Fury had, he held Wilder down.
Yeah.
And then gave him an uppercut. Wow, that was nice, but I don't know if that's legal and shit.
We might get a point for that, but I don't think it mattered because did no boy knock him out at the end?
Yeah,
you see his face when he took those hits. Oh my God.
Did you see the knockout? No, that was
yeah.
I was like, "Two."
Yeah, that was bad.
He swung and the guy just went bam, left himself open, but you could tell.
Fury's a boxer. Wilder's a
power puncher, and he was tired. He was tired by that time. It's a good fight, though.
All right, Bubba. Until next time. Peace.
We ain't got no more words for brothers that be stepping in front. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I and I for 95,